I used to do a thing where I'll start off as a big spoon, but then I secretly want to be the small spoon. And in the middle of the night, I'll just like turn around and just put myself into a small spoon position and just pray to God.
Nothing would have gotten that information out of me, brother. I don't know why you share it. Nothing anyone could have done to me would have gotten that information out of me. Why are you sharing this like your own politician, bro? Michael.
Yeah, Justin.
Dude, my mum doesn't know, my whole family doesn't freaking know that I dropped out of uni like 2 years ago, okay? My mum really deadass thought I was going to uni the whole time. She just thinks I'm a genius kid, never studies.
That's
crazy. Just passing my subjects somehow, some fucking way. And every time someone asks me, oh, when do you graduate? When do you graduate? I was just like, like 2, 3.
Soon.
Yeah, soon. And the funny thing is, we're getting to the point where that shit doesn't start working because now it's getting up to I should graduate in a year or 2.
Yeah.
So people are like starting to track. It doesn't math.
Yeah, you can't no longer say 2-3 years down the line because then you're doing an 8-year degree. Or
Well, exactly.
Shit.
And they're like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, just graduate.
I can't believe she's never questioned you ever.
Well, she has questioned. I just brush it off really, really good, and I'm barely home most of the time.
Right.
But that was actually such a big stress for me. Like, I was just like, fuck, how am I going to approach this? Like, uni is not in my life at all. How the fuck am I going to approach this situation? Like, I can already imagine a big fight.
Yeah.
So on. So then I applied to uni for a separate thing to go back, just like math and comp sci.
Yeah.
And
just math and comp sci.
Yeah, just math and comp sci. Whatever. That shit's a breeze, honestly.
Okay.
Who even struggles?
Yeah, all right, bro.
Literally going to be a HD student and watch you.
My fucking ass, this is on camera. We're going to see what happens in a year's time.
Dude, literally apology video with tears, everything. I'm so sorry. Anyways, so actually like a really big reason for why I accepted it, even though it doesn't really fit in the timeline. Like there are other options I had, but something that really, really made sense to me, or like what I wanted to do was just bite the bullet, do it, tell my mum I transferred because it's a completely different degree, right? Nothing's going to transfer. It makes sense for it to take another 5 years to do.
So you can continue living the lie that for the past 2 years you've been so-called at uni.
Yeah.
And then smoothly transition to a reality of you actually being in math and comp sci.
Exactly. So I never get caught out.
That's crazy.
I never get caught in that initial lie because it was literally on my shoulders. Like I can't have a good conversation without feeling guilty.
Yeah, dude, you're dead ass lying to her for 2 straight years,
I felt
man.
like Batman or some shit, man. I'm living a double life out here. Batman, I'm justice, I'm vengeance. I mean, and that shit. I'm going to uni. Literally with 18-year-olds as a 23-year-old. It's just not weird at all. It is what it is.
Predator.
Literally. I'm going to feel like a predator being there. But
oh, man.
It really lifts a weight off my shoulders.
Yeah.
Because I hate it. Like, it just, I can't, like you, like, oh, Justin, why don't you fucking tell the truth? Every time I've talked to them honestly and openly about my plans, it has never gone well.
Yeah.
Like, so many situations where shit has hit the fan out of me being honest.
That it's just not worth it.
It doesn't make sense to like go through that. Like, they just don't trust the process, They're like, we need results, conservative, If I can get away with not, I'd rather not. Like, yeah. It does feel bad because I'm living in the house kind of lying to their face, but I'd rather like...
So how did the conversation go then when you told her you transferred?
I accepted the degree. I went. My mom was like lying down on the heat mat outside.
Thanks for the detail.
It just was vivid in my mind. Fucking cunt. Shut up. Literally vivid in my mind. I come out. I'm not even in my own room. I'm in my baby sister's room. Which is further down the corridor. I come out of that room. I spy my mom. I'm like, okay, I think now's a good time. She's
relaxed.
She's a bit relaxed, distracted. Literally, okay, I think I can get away with this.
Just drop a sentence and just walk away.
Walked up. Hey, mom, by the way, I'm dropping out of uni and transferring courses to like computer and comp sci. Math and comp sci.
And it's like, UNSW.
Yeah. She's like, I'm like, by the way, not asking for your opinion. Just letting you know because I think you deserve to know. That's it.
It's just open communication.
Yeah, literally just letting you know because I think you deserve to know. Not like, hey, mom, I'm thinking of doing this. What do you think?
Yeah.
None of that. I made the decision. I'm just letting you know Or actually, I was saying I'm going to do this.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty set. No matter, nothing you say now is going to change my mind.
Okay. But if you want to say something,
But if you're going to kill me, maybe. Like, maybe I'll consider it. Yeah.
And?
She's like, whatever.
Right.
She like, as we like, and then I left. And then as we talked, she was just like, are you sure? Like, wasting years? Isn't
Right.
that such a waste of your degree? And like, in my mind, I'm like,
There is nothing.
I haven't even started second year subjects. There's no waste. I have less than like 3 to 5K hex debt, you know, like I don't have that much debt either from it. So like to me, it's not a waste. I'm like, oh, it's fine. Like,
yeah.
2 to 3 years.
It's nothing,
It's
peanuts,
nothing.
whatever.
Yeah. Also, like if you think about like she wants me to do, like she doesn't want me to complete the degree to get the job. She always wanted me to complete the undergrad to then study postgrad medicine to become a psychiatrist.
So
to her, I told her, literally, you still have 5 years to convince me to do postgrad med. Nothing has changed for you.
yeah, right.
Yeah, not that I would do it, but
No.
nothing has changed, realistically. It's not like she wanted me to become a psychiatrist. If anything, my current degree, I think, gives really good job options. Like,
yeah, like
I think the
practically.
best.
Yeah, for sure.
What else is better than this degree other than, like, medicine or, like, law? Like, even then, you have to do a lot of freaking work.
Yeah.
So
Math
it's like-
and comp sci is the definite sure win to get pretty solid, like, careers out of
You just die at uni for 5 years?
and then die for the next 40 as well.
Oh
But you-
shit!
well, shit.
What's different, dude? Everyone
you
lives
trained
like
for
that.
that now.
Yeah, literally, fuck that.
On that note, though, you mentioned something. It's you know how now you kind of said, you had to hold on to the lie because every time you were freaking honest, it actually was not helpful, for the most part. And it just goes to show sometimes being honest or truthful may not necessarily be the right thing, right? So here's a scenario for
Okay.
you. All right, let's say you've got some dirty shit going on in the past. Okay, whatever.
I'm not liking where this is going. I think I'm gonna get in trouble somehow, no matter how I answer. But continue, bitch. I know you're setting me up, but set me up.
Send me up anyway, man. And okay, so literally no one knows about it. Okay, I don't know about it. Jez doesn't know about it. Your parents don't fucking know about it. It's only you. And let's say you. Actually, can we take Jez out of the picture? Like, okay, we're gonna fuck her out of the picture. Okay,
As in, she knows or she doesn't.
No,
exist?
she doesn't exist. She don't fucking exist. Okay, and you meet this new person. It's a fantastic relationship, definite soulmate, very compatible. You love each other. You marry. Would you ever tell her about this dark, dirty shit that you've had in the past? You're far away from it now. It is a old history. And honestly, if you don't mention it, no one in this fucking universe will know. There's no way anyone will know, okay? But she keeps telling you that she loves you so much because you're such an open, transparent man.
I don't know why the two can't exist in the same universe. You're saying, oh, but I feel bad. Bitch, I don't even remember it myself. It's out of my mind.
What are you talking about?
Dude, he's like, yo, bro, don't you remember you murdered 3 kids when you were 10? What?
No.
That happened?
That's news to me.
That's a different me, brother. You know? I honestly think I wouldn't say. Dude, I can be open and honest and yet not overshare. I feel like that's oversharing, you know? Like,
Right.
bringing it up. That's not bringing it up for her sake. That's bringing it up for my sake. That's selfish.
For peace of mind or
Peace
something.
of mind. Bitch, that's so, like, selfish of you, honestly, to now cause her to reconsider your whole personality. If it really was just a one-off thing that
Yeah.
really isn't you, and it is so far removed and it will never catch up from you, I don't see why you bring it up and cause her to worry now. Because she doesn't know all the factors that you know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She's like, oh, what if he actually has been fucking... What if we have a basement where he keeps, like, X and X and X, you know?
Yeah.
It causes you to, like...
It's just forever uncertainty for her. Like, it really taints her image of you. And there's really little you can do to change that the moment she listens to what you have to say and it becomes a part of her reality.
I think if you were to ever say it early in the relationship. If it's weighing on your consciousness, like, hey, I need to be honest. Like,
Yeah.
this is really far from who I am. When they still don't know who you are.
Yeah.
Because when they don't know who you are, they're going to be factoring it in and be like, oh, I don't know who he is. he has had done this in the past, but he's so open, he's told me straight away.
Okay.
Whereas you hold it for like 10 years, you get married, you tell them 10 years down the line. It's like,
Yeah.
first, why did you never tell me? Why are you telling me now?
Like you had to wait till you locked me in with a ring on a finger, and now you're suddenly being honest about shit like this. Like, the fuck's the point? Now you just almost ruined the marriage in
Well,
a sense.
exactly.
Yeah.
Because I think if you're really early and
Yeah.
tell them early on, it won't affect much. I think
Yeah.
they still don't know who you are anyways. It probably doesn't sway them too much. But the fact that they know who you are, they've got, I think the contrast, like, shit, I thought I knew you to a T, yet there is
Yeah.
something so big
So
I didn't
big.
know. That's jarring and that will cause rifts, yeah.
Right.
So I would say, dude, keep that shit to your grave. Like, that's why I haven't told you I put dildos on my ass and like, you know, X and X. Like, that's too much. It's just too much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't want to know about
But
it.
the internet can know. Hey, OnlyFans _ find me there.
Link in the description.
Link in the description. Yeah, everything
Yeah.
plus more.
Okay. Yeah. No, that makes sense.
What about you? You think you would?
The old younger self thought, yeah, like you want your partner. In very naively, I thought, this is your partner in crime. Like, you want to do life with them. You want to share every little up and down. And so I think they deserve to know you completely as you are, even your past mistakes. But then I think about, okay, but what the hell does that achieve other than trying to uphold this fucking idealistic model of marriage, right? And it's like, especially, like, if it's something that happened during the marriage, you can fucking tell. I don't care how bad it was.
have to,
You
you
gotta
have to tell.
That is what I still preserve
I
in my
agree.
mind.
I agree with
But
that.
if it's shit like 10 years ago when I was 18, I made this fucking dumb mistake or whatever, and it was not who you are. It was a mistake at the time, and you are so far removed from it. It has not affected the way that you treat her, the way that you love her. Yeah, what the fuck is the point? You're right. And it actually is, like, people might glorify and be like, no, I want to be completely open and honest with my partner. But I think I agree with you more that it's actually selfish, in the sense that if you suddenly do it and drop a bomb within marriage, like, what the hell? That is just, you're going to ruin things. And even if you don't, and the lady decides to stick around, you're making it so much harder for her to smile at you every day now. You're making
You're
it so
trauma
much-
dumping
Yeah.
on her. You're like, I had this thing I need to share to get off my chest. And it's like justifying it. Oh, you deserve to know every part of me. So I'm going to trauma dump on you. I'm clearly not over it to bring it up.
Yeah.
You know, but
Yeah.
honestly, like if my partner did that, I'd be like, could we go back 10 seconds where you just didn't say?
I'm just going to pretend I didn't hear
I
that
didn't
shit.
need to know you fucking tore wings off a bird. Like, bro, keep that shit to yourself. Like, I'm here regardless. Why do I need to now know I'm dating a fucking psychopath?
Psychopath.
Dude, you're hot enough, it doesn't matter. You know what I
Just
mean?
zip and just look pretty. No, I
Well,
get that.
Not that, but it's
But
just like,
yeah, of course.
brother, please. Like,
It's like-
I'm not going to leave you, but now I have to think about it. Like,
Yeah.
I have to pretend, oh, dude, yeah, I hate that. Yeah, obviously that's so bad. Be like, why am I even pretending, you know? Ugh.
Interesting. Okay. Fair. Recently, you went on a. Okay, now we can bring Jez back into the universe. Welcome back. You guys went on a 3-year anniversary weekend getaway. Staycation. Oh, so fancy. All right, staycation.
So fancy.
How? Tell me about it.
Dude, it's just like, it was good. I really liked it. But it's not necessarily because it was a 3-year anniversary. Like, there was nothing special about the number.
Yeah.
But it just came at, like,
The right
such
time.
a right time. Like, just the right thing, the right amount of effort for us. Like, imagine, like, just our lives have been pretty hectic the past month. Like,
Yeah.
got the flu, starting a new job myself. She's starting a new job.
Yes.
She got COVID, close contact isolation, and now, like, all that building up and then finally culminating into like a staycation where it's just us. We're really hearing each other. We're spending time with each other. We're doing shit together,
Yeah.
you know, and putting a little bit more effort into it. That felt really good.
So it's actually almost like it might not have been that good if you didn't have a ton of shit leading up to it.
I'm sure it would have been fine, but I wouldn't have had like, wow, this was so at the right time. Like
Yeah.
the timing mattered, obviously.
Yeah.
Like I think
yeah.
I would have had a great time that regardless.
Anyway, yeah, of course.
Yeah, we just we ate, like tried new things,
Yep.
walked around the city for a while, like just nice regardless, but the timing made it feel all the more special. It
Yeah.
came at a time where we felt both a bit burnt out and I felt a bit better about it.
Yeah.
Though to say, like Jez and I both were talking on the Sunday because we started Friday, then all the way to Sunday.
Yes.
Felt a little bit burnt out by the Sunday. We just had to do so much. Like,
Right.
for me especially, like I just felt like we were doing a lot of exercise or a lot of like
Like moving about
moving
activity
about
and things like
I
that.
just felt really drained.
Yes.
Yeah. Especially just I did prefer for me, like if I was to be like truly resting, I wanted to just not do as much moving about and more resting. But
Yep.
I think some of I did enjoy it. I really liked it as well.
Yeah, yeah.
It was just by the Sunday we had done so much.
It's a bit tiring, like irrespective, right? I think that's such a important reminder, I think, for like couples, because sometimes when you get really comfortable in a long-term relationship, you forget to plan out, like very intentionally plan out staycations or dates and things like that. And just having those, it doesn't have to be very often, but once in a while, it really like brings liveliness to the relationship. It like ignites a fire again, a little bit like that.
A little bit.
And so it's like realizing love or intimacy and all of that is not, you can't just rely on, oh, he's just an objectively attractive person. So every day he wakes up 365 days a year, I'm going to love the way he looks and everything, or the way I feel around him. It's like, you got to put effort to build that attraction for each other. And I heard you mention, this is another question I had, is you guys said you were walking around the city and you spoke for fucking 4 hours.
Not 4 hours.
Okay. A few hours.
A few hours.
Okay. The fuck do you guys talk about as a couple after being together for so long? What are you talking about for 3 hours, man?
No, I can't tell you, dude. I don't remember the shit that we talk about. We're just walking around thinking about whether we want to eat places or talking about things that come up. We're kind of just walking around because the mood was a little bit lower
Yep.
on the second day. But we just walked around and that was really nice for me, at least. I don't know about Jezri, but I did like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just nice. Like, I don't know what to tell you that we talked about that. Like, oh, what do you talk about as a long-term couple? It's just more like we can spend time with each other and we don't fucking hate ourselves afterwards.
Yeah,
You know, sometimes there are people you spend time with and you're like, damn, I fucking hate my guts. I hate their guts. And mine, maybe.
Yeah.
But we
right.
just walked around. I honestly can't tell you. We're literally just chatting shit.
Yeah.
Is what I say. I always just say chatting shit for like, brain's kind of off. You're just reacting and you're just bringing up points as you see them.
Yeah.
You know,
Just responding
commentary
to
on our
environment.
surroundings and stuff and just talking.
Right.
About memories maybe that we've had or, it's just reminiscing kind of,
And do you call her much? Like over
Jez
the
and
phone?
I?
Yeah.
I
'Cause you guys
say if
see
I'm
each other.
driving, I talk to her a lot. Like I do call her quite a bit when I'm driving.
Right.
I don't know. It's been a little bit lower recently, like how
Okay.
much we talk. But I would say we talk like a healthy amount.
Yeah.
You know, a healthy amount where when we're not busy, we are talking to each other quite a bit. She's always on my mind. We talk at least once a day. Like there's never a day where I don't know what she's doing every day.
Yeah.
and how her day's been, I think.
Interesting. Is there, do you guys every day at least fit in one like really solid conversation, or do you have days where it's like, oh, good morning, hey, and then kind of like silence because you guys are both busy, and it's like, oh, I'm gonna head to bed now, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Like, does that happen? Or
I don't think we've had radio silence the whole day between the mornings and the good nights.
right?
There's probably dude, you and her are the only people I talk to in the day. I need to talk to someone, right? So as
Yeah.
I'm doing something, I'll just message her, or she'll message me. Like probably when I talk about when we speak less, it might be good morning text 9:10. We might not talk until 3-4. That's probably
As long as it
radio
gets.
silence for us.
Yeah.
But there's never. I don't think there are days where we don't talk at all except morning and nights. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. That's just too strange for us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. Dude, I'm not doing anything but talking to her and like working.
Yeah.
It'd be too boring otherwise. you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
no, that makes sense. Okay, fair enough. Interesting, man. Because, like, obviously, meeting new people there's like endless amount of things to talk about because there's a whole new person and there's so much to discover about them, their stories, their past, what they're looking forward to, the experiences. But then, over time, if you really spend a long time with them, it's like, damn, you almost know every part of them in a way. So it's like, I wonder how you still have really solid, meaningful conversations with them, like over the phone. Like, are you worried that shit, I'll call her and there's just nothing to talk about?
Just good enough at pretending. Good enough at pretending about being interested. And like, there's enough stuff in my life. There's enough stuff coming up in my life.
Yeah.
To share.
Okay.
And not feel like it's boring. Like I will have epiphany like every second day.
Right.
Like,
I see.
oh, so and so and so. Or I'll tell her about like basketball or something, and she'll just pretend to like it or something. Yeah.
Got
it somehow works out, and if it starts to not, then I'll probably think about it then. But I'm happy that it works out as it is at the moment. Yeah. I guess the only issue is like maybe if I'm pretty low energy and she's low energy, which is something that might start coming up because we're both working a lot.
Yeah.
We'll see when that comes, I guess.
Yeah.
Like how to make effort even if both of us are fucking dying. Yeah.
Yes.
We'll see.
But you guys are also maybe looking forward to moving in together soon?
Maybe it's probably not anytime soon, dude.
Oh, really?
I'll be honest. It's not. I'd like it to be.
That sucks. I was kind of looking forward to.
I'd like it to be like 2-3 months later, but it's probably gonna look like I just got no money, brother.
Oh, shit.
I got no money.
Dang.
It's struggle street. But when it does, I think I'll really like it. Like I really like living with Jez because that way time just feels more better spent. Low key. Yeah.
Okay.
I like it.
What's the one thing you have that just pisses you off? No, okay, that's a bit strong. Like irritates you when you guys actually do spend time living together. Because I know you haven't lived like months on end together, but there's been like maybe a week where you spend time together. Where are the differences that come up? Where are the friction points for you guys?
Maybe in the way we like to spend time. Been like. I can't. That's nothing. I'm like, fuck, Jezri. So Jezri doesn't fucking flush the toilet. That bitch is dirty or something, Like,
bro, is that not the biggest turn off? They come out of the toilet, you go in and just a piece of shit
what
in
are
the
you
water.
saying? They're leaving such a morsel for me. What are you saying? That's
Pay for
gold.
that.
That's gold, bro. Nah, I don't think. Even if she did, I wouldn't be too fussed. Like, dude. Like, my dad doesn't fucking flush.
Really?
Yeah, and he lays, like, fucking logs in the toilet, brother. That shit is, like, from a different species sometimes. I'm like... And the weird thing is,
bro.
it's like he doesn't wipe either. There's no tissue fucking paper in it.
No,
So,
bro.
like, what's happening here? What is the situation? Give me the play-by-play of what happened to where I'm seeing a dead-ass log in the toilet. Tell me what happened.
And you know what you need to do? Oh, shit.
I'm not going to put a camera in the toilet.
No, bro. Come on, man. You gotta work smarter. All right, I'll tell you what you do, okay? You get a little marker and you put a little dot on one of the tissue, on the tissue roll. See if that's gone and you'll know if he's wiping his ass. That's crazy.
I don't really want to know, bro. What am I going to do with this information? I can't confront him. Hey, Dad, your ass, you think your ass is itchy because you don't wipe? Dude, I don't know. What would I do with that information? I don't give a shit.
You talk to mom about it. Mom deals with it.
Dude, mom's not going to do shit. You think my mom's going to do anything? She'll be like, oh, that's disgusting and not do anything. That's just how it is. We're pretty independent. The family's just independent usually, yeah.
I see. Yeah.
But yeah, Jez is cleaner than I am. If anything, she'll probably have a list of things that she hates about me. Like, I'll tell you one of them. She hates that I have alarms that I don't really wake up to.
Because it wakes her up?
Or like, because like I choose an alarm that sounds like the fucking spawn of Satan. It's the fucking dun, 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 dun.
Oh, I know that one, yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's the worst.
And she hates that.
Yeah.
It's just like, I just turn it off. Like, sometimes I forget to turn it off when she's around.
Yep.
But it does the best job at waking me up. It's just she thinks it doesn't because it's like, I don't wake up when I'm with her. Like, I turn it off and I go back to sleep. But it's because when I'm with her, I sleep significantly later, dude. It is. I find it actually so hard. Or actually, that might be the concern for me with someone is I find it really hard to sleep with someone in my space.
Okay.
Yeah. Like if someone's in the bed with me, like if my baby sister, when my baby sister was younger, when she wants to sleep in my
Yep.
bed,
Yep.
like that is such a nightmare for me. Like I cop it because I know it helps her a
Yeah.
lot in the next day.
Yep.
But for me, it ruins the night. It literally ruins
Like you
my
can't
night.
sleep properly.
It ruins my night. I can't sleep properly. I'll wake up consistently throughout the
Oh
night.
shit.
Yeah, same with Jez. Like
Wait,
anyone in
then how
my
the hell are you gonna sleep with her in marriage, dude? You're gonna have two single beds, or what?
No, dude. I don't remember. I think I just got used to it eventually. Like when I was kind of living with it, I kind of just got used to it.
Yeah.
But I just know that if it's like sporadic, dude, the shit.
Oh, I see. Yeah, yeah.
It really messes with me. Like my sleep has to be near the same every time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you the big spoon or the small spoon?
I like both. Like it is. It's just both.
Yeah.
But like usually like I can't spoon for the whole night. I just spoon for a bit and then I'm out. Like I have to be out. I'm a fucking heater, bro. Like I heat up.
Yeah,
She would
yeah.
tell me every time. You're just like, oh, you're so warm. Like you're too warm. And I'd be like, I can't do anything about it. But yeah, I just get bagged on.
Oh man, I used to do a thing where I'll start off as a big spoon, but then I secretly want to be the small spoon. And in the middle of the night, I'll just like turn around and just put myself into a small spoon position and just pray to God. that
Nothing would
she'll
have
know
gotten that information out of me, brother. I don't know why you're sharing. Nothing anyone could have done to me would have gotten that information out of me. Why are you sharing this like your own politician, bro?
I thought it was just valuable
Would have gone to my
information.
grave. Would have gone to my grave.
Hey, I'm sure there are people out there like
sure there
myself who also want to
But
be
why
a
do you
small
think we
spoon.
don't hear about it? Because it goes to their
see.
grave.
I see shit. To my future wife, if you're watching this for you, I kind of want to be small spoon
To
sometime.
your future wife.
To my future
That's
wife.
spicy. Because you're tuning someone right now. You're
I am.
exclusive, are you?
I am exclusive with someone.
Damn, tell me about it. How did you meet?
We met on Hinge, man. We met on Hinge. So, yeah, maybe 2 weeks ago now. So that's when we first started talking. So not that long.
2 weeks.
It's
bro.
only been 2 weeks, but I felt like because we've been talking at such large volumes, like legit talking every single night and like calling. We had a 5-hour call, dude. I have no idea. If the crazy thing is, like I was asking you about what the hell you guys talked about in that 4-hour walk or 3-hour walk, man. If you ask me what we talked about in that 5 hours, I can't remember a thing.
Just reactionary, right?
Sorry?
Just reactionary.
Yeah, it just flows. Like, of course, I'm getting to know her really well, and we share and all. But like it's just maybe like we talk so much about everything, anything, and everything. Like, I have no idea how I managed to have 5 hours worth of content. And I because I teach, I'm like, man, if I had to teach for 5 hours straight, that is a lot of shit, I have to say. Like, I can go through a lot of shit.
Can cover most of the fucking syllabus.
Twice.
Exactly.
You know? So, anyway, we met on Hinge, and it started off like really freaking slow, man.
Did it?
Yeah, at the beginning. So, she was like, and I found out that her freaking prompt ain't even true. So I just got scammed at this point.
What's the prompt?
Her prompt was, if we get close enough, we can make our car rides a karaoke session.
She doesn't like singing?
She likes it, but I don't know if she likes it to the extent that I like it. Because I go hard in the car. Bro,
You're literally like, there are levels to this shit.
Yeah.
There are levels. You're here, I'm here. That's
Bro,
what you're like
I'm
right now.
telling you right now, I've got a mini hand sanitizer in my car. I use it as a fucking microphone. So I'm driving like this and I'm just screaming into my hand sanitizer.
It makes sense why when I'm driving behind, I see swerves. It's probably the high note, and you're like, ah!
Dude, I'm telling you right now, the amount of times I've nearly crashed. I'll tell you why I nearly crashed in the car. Because fucking, I'm singing my heart out, and sometimes I close my eyes and I really belt it.
What the fuck is
And then I open my eyes, and the fucking car is like a meter in front of me, and I have to slam the brakes, dude.
my
It's so
days,
stupid.
bro.
Yeah. Anyway, so if I ever get into a car crash, you bet I'm gonna be hitting someone from behind, and it's because I closed my eyes trying to hit a high note. Yeah, anyway.
That's the way you die. And your black box recording when we're trying to figure out how you died, I'm just going to hear like a really high note. I'm like, officer, that's the one that killed him. That's the note that killed him.
Blame Louis Capaldi, bro. His song's a wreckage. Anyway, so that was her prompt. If we're close enough, the car ride can be karaoke session. And I think I always found it cute. I think you relate, like, if you're comfortable, because I always like singing, but being comfortable enough to just like sing with your partner in the car is such a good vibe, I think. And it does take a lot of, you need to build that up because it's such a personal thing, I think, like when you sing. And so being able to do that with your partner. So I was like, bet, like top 3 songs, whatever. And then that's how we started off. But straight up, like, I tried to get her to share a little bit, maybe like a more meaningful story or something. So I was like, oh, you know, like tell me about like the last time you shed a tear, like, you know, maybe there's an interesting story behind it and we can get closer. And she was like, oh, I fucking stubbed my toe and then I shed a tear. Like, oh, Jesus.
Nah, brother, you got all the information you need from that. She's a fucking
Iron
human
Man
being.
now.
No, she's human. Like, if she said like, if you stub your toe and you don't cry,
Yeah.
dude,
You're bot.
I would shoot you on fucking sight if I heard like, bro, yeah, I stubbed my toe, but I didn't cry, I didn't flinch. Bang, bang, bang. I think it's not dead. Bang, I will load a whole clip in your body. Just, dude, that shit.
Oh
dude.
God. Anyway, so I was like, oh, whatever. It's chill. Like, make a bit of a joke out of it. And then it was like legit 2 days. Oh no, sorry, 2 messages every day. It's fucking slow as. And at some point, I'm kind of like thinking, I was actually thinking like, oh, kind of can't be bothered. Like, I don't know where we're going with this. There's no progression. And for some reason, like on one of the nights, we just started talking, and the conversation just freaking kicked off. And it was like, yeah, we just started talking, and then we really got to know each other. And I think she was actually like the first person where we had really, really solid conversations back to back on 2 nights. Because sometimes I think you get on like you might have a decent conversation for a little bit, but then it just like dries up real quick. Or they start like having really slow response time or ghosting. But with her, like we were really consistent.
Nice.
Yeah, we're just having a really good conversation. And then, yeah, just started talking from there. I guess that was the start. Yeah.
And then, you know, you go, that's literally the Thursday before church camp, right? And you go church camp Friday,
I was at the
Saturday?
church camp.
Yeah, the couple days after the good convos, right?
No. Actually, the convo started at church camp. So it was at like night at church camp.
So it's the Saturday.
Yes.
And you connected like Thursday or Wednesday?
Yeah, or a few days before. Yeah.
So you know what it was? It was literally she had work probably and she was too tired to talk.
Yeah.
Then the first weekend you had, it was...
That's true. Yeah, that is true.
I could be talking out of my ass, but you know...
Oh, yeah, true.
it's
That's
kinda
probably like
headcanon
the first weekend. Yeah, I guess I didn't... Because I didn't even know if she was a student or working full-time or anything. So
Yeah.
I don't really think about like what their schedule is. Definitely I know what her schedule is now. And yeah, you're absolutely right. She like gets home at 7 after work. And
Dude, full-time
freaking
work
tiring,
is
man.
so ass sometimes.
Yeah.
Dude. That shit drains you. You can't be bothered doing shit after that.
Exactly. But yeah, so it was on a Saturday when we really kicked it off. Then Sunday. And then every single day since, we've just been talking a lot. Yeah.
Shit's crazy.
And the funny thing is, I remember talking to her. This is before the conversation kicked off. It was still in a really kind of like
back and forth.
Yes, like snail mail back and forth. I was like, let's go on a date next Saturday. Because I was like, fuck it. Like, there's no way I'm gonna get to know you like this. There's no way. This is way too slow. I will just offer to take you somewhere, and then maybe through that in person, I just get to know you. And she was like, no. She was just like, nah. Like we barely spoken to each other for a week. I was like, oh, rip.
How did you feel after that?
The thing why I actually felt okay about it, I honestly was not butthurt at all, because she was really respectful about it and she continued talking. Because I think it was like, oh, mate, like it hasn't been a week, fuck off. And then stops conversation. I'm like, oh, I just blew it. You know, like, oopsie. Like, what an idiot. Whatever, you know. But she said it like, oh, like, it's only been a week, like, probably not. And like, I'm busy, whatever, you know, excuse. And then, but she will continue with the conversation. So I was like, oh, like, at least that wasn't something that would just push her away. And she's still interested enough to want to try to get to know me more. And so because of that, I honestly didn't care. But what it did is it made me very conscious not to be too fast with her specifically, because I think just needed a little bit more time to be comfortable. We ended up going on a date on a Saturday after.
But it was after like getting to know each other.
Yes,
Proper,
yes.
proper. Yeah.
Correct. What actually happened was we just talk, and I think she really started building a little bit more comfort with me and knowing who I am and blah blah blah. And then we had that 5-hour call, and then I was like, hey, like, when do you think would be a good time to meet, right? And she was like, the Saturday, like not next Saturday, not the coming Saturday, which I wanted in originally. She's like, the Saturday after. And I was like, dang, man, this is tough because I can only meet her on the weekends.
Yeah, yeah.
And so I know that I've got to wait another like 5 days. And because we had such quality conversation, I really wanted to kind of like meet her in person, because I think that was like the last missing piece. Like because sometimes you can talk with someone online and it's fantastic, and then you meet in person and the vibe's just a little bit it's not that compatible. And I think that was a big question mark for me. And I didn't know if I think that it would be hard to keep that up and not have seen her at least once. Like I didn't need a whole extravagant 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. date. Even if it was just like, we go on a short walk around the block, you know, like I don't really care what it is, just to see what it's like in person. Yeah.
And then what happened?
So
you saw her or isn't that like you had the chat? She said next Saturday.
Yeah.
But you met up the coming Saturday.
Yeah. So then I was like, I'm gonna be honest. Like, are you free this Saturday? I think I just asked one more time. And then I was like, oh, like it would actually be really nice to see you. And I think she was like, yeah, I think I can do it. Like I'm normally busy in the morning, but we can go for a dinner. And I was like, fantastic. So we ended up meeting for the dinner, which was really nice. And yeah, it is different. I'm gonna be honest. It is different when you only text someone the entire time and then you meet them for the first time. It definitely takes a little bit to kind of warm up. Yeah. It takes a little bit to warm up. But what I found is like, even during the calls, like from texting to call, you take time to warm up.
That's true.
You know? And then from call to seeing in person, it's another bit of a transition, takes time to warm up. And I think what I noticed definitely is over time, I felt so much more like, when we called for the third time, I felt so much more comfortable with her. And I even felt like the quality of the conversations was a lot higher than, let's say, like the first time that we called. And so, yeah, that's kind of the situation. So, and we actually met up on a Sunday night too.
Oh yeah, you guys went on where?
She, I won't disclose where she lives, but around her area. Oh
Good
my,
idea.
oh my
Good
gosh.
idea, brother.
She lives in Sydney, okay?
Yeah.
She lives in somewhere in Sydney. And I wasn't too familiar with the place, but I was like, oh, it's nighttime, and it was after dinner. So I was kind of like, what the hell do you do?
Did you guys have dinner?
No. So we had dinner individually, and then we met up, and I was like, oh, I don't know what to do. Like, so I just searched up lookouts around the area, but all of the lookouts, they were not city view, which means that when it's dark, it's legit dark. Like,
Can't see anything.
you actually can't see anything. I was like, oh, that's kind of lame. So then I searched up a beach nearby, and then, yeah, just drove her there. And then, yeah, we just ended up walking, like not on the beach, just like around the area. And that actually was like super nice because the view was so good because there were lights. So you can actually still see the water and everything.
Still really bright.
Yeah, so I will definitely like go back there again for like a night walk or something with her.
It's
Yeah.
so important to go somewhere with lights at night.
Yes.
Like, not as in terms of like she doesn't know you, it's not safe. But
Right.
it's fucking scary to be somewhere with no lights, bro. Like
Yeah.
even for you, like for yourself, you're like,
Yeah.
what's in the darkness? Like I hate that
I
shit.
feel like if a guy takes a girl to a place at night early on that's like not really well lit up, is actually like, because I've been told stories where a guy would do that on purpose just so they can like have an excuse to freaking like hold the girl like by the shoulder or like waist or something.
Dude, I need to be held by the shoulder or waist to go there, dude. It's too scary. For me, I'm like scared, like, oh no, what if we die?
You're the bitch.
Dude, I'm telling you.
Oh man.
You never know what is in the darkness, dude. That's what the scariest thing is.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
hate the dark.
Yeah, fair enough. So anyway, it turned out good. It turned out really good. Yeah, I just felt like the second time I met her, the conversation was a little bit better than the first time. I'm not saying it was like a terrible conversation, but I was just like, yeah, it does take time to
Always.
genuinely get to feel more comfortable understand each other's humor, like stuff like that. Yeah, takes a bit of time to
But there
build
are
up.
some times where you meet someone that just fucking clicks. Like, it just clicks,
Yeah, yeah.
I remember the first day we met,
Uh-huh.
that shit just clicked. Like, it just worked.
Yeah.
First day I met Jez, that shit just clicked. Like, I
Yeah,
don't know.
right.
There are very rare times. Funny thing is, when I first met Jez, it was actually the second time that felt more awkward than the first.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is it because the first was like, you're laid back, you're free, you're not thinking about too much, but the second time's kind of like, oh, are we meeting because...
No, not because of that, but we were just meeting out of like the context where we felt more
I see.
home. Well, it's just interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think is the cutest thing so far about the girl you're tuning with? Like, or like, what are you already starting to like?
Like a lot about her? Oh, man, it's her ability to make me be honest and open up to her. Because I think what I struggle with so much is when I feel something, I might not say it. And I just kind of like, whatever I'm feeling, I'm like, oh, it's not that important, whatever. Like, shove it under the rug, don't think about it too much. And what happened was like really early on, and it was like so we talked a lot on the Saturday night. It was a Sunday night. We talked throughout the day. And then after we talked a little bit before dinner, then I had dinner, hot pot dinner at the retreat, whatever. And then I sent her something after dinner, actually, just to see if she wanted to keep talking. Because I definitely was like really keen to keep talking. But then she sent she replied to what I said, but she didn't kind of like further it on with a question. And I was kind of like, okay, I think I'll just give it a little bit of a break because we did talk a lot from 0 to like 3,000, right? I was like, all right, I'm going to just give it a bit of space. She's probably quite burnt out or something. I don't want to be too needy. So whatever, I didn't message her anymore that night. And then, but obviously I really wanted to. And then actually when we were talking the next day, she brought it up herself. She was like, oh, I didn't hear any more from you much after dinner. Like I thought like the hot pot got to you or something. And I actually really appreciated a message like that because she, in other words, she's kind of saying like, oh, like, is everything okay? Was there a reason you didn't message? But when it's so early on, I think it's scary for someone to kind of be a bit upfront. And she was like, oh, I didn't. And I was like, and she was saying that she didn't message further because she was feeling the same thing that I was. She was worried that I was, like we were talking too much and it was too much for me. And she also knew I was at a retreat. So she didn't want to bother me too much or kind of like be over like too needy or clingy and things like that. But because she started off that conversation, I could actually openly say to her, hey, I actually really wanted to message you too, but like that's how I felt in the moment. If she didn't bring it up, that's it for me. Like I ain't gonna bring up, oh, I actually really wanted to message you last night, or is there a reason you didn't ask a question back? That's it, you know, like I ain't talking about it. But because she kind of set a really good example of open conversation, it makes it like I know that when she says she values transparency and honesty, that's really what she means. And then so for me, it allows me to kind of be really honest, like moving forward. So that to me was such a strong, like, that's so attractive to me. Dude, I'm telling you right now.
Dude, I just like how she does because like everything that I tell you about relationships,
Yeah.
like you've heard it from me.
Yep.
But like you can't apply it yourself. It's really hard.
Yeah.
But then here comes this girl that does it for you and you can see what it feels like.
Yeah.
Just to have those type of conversations.
Yeah.
And you don't even need to worry about that shit anymore. It happens naturally now. Like now the precedent is set. Unless something happens, it won't go away.
Yeah. It's so nice. And I think also because I learned a lot from my last relationship and then just talking to you and seeing you as an example. I'm really open with like sharing with her what I struggle with in a relationship. So if we ever get into a relationship, she knows what she's dealing with. And it's really nice that I feel comfortable, like she's made me comfortable enough to be able to like say those things to her. And she's kind of like listening and asking questions to make sure she understands. Like all of that is like so nice. I think, I think she gives me a sense of like trust, and comfort that I know is going to be foundations for a really, really like healthy relationship. Yeah. So, I don't know.
Nice.
Yeah. I guess that kind of small scenario itself, a small glimpse was like, yeah, it showed me a lot about her character. Yeah, showed me a lot about her character.
And I haven't met her at all, so
Yeah.
I only heard stories. Do want to meet her. Like I always do like to see, like whenever someone talks up someone.
Oh shit!
I always want to see them.
Girl, I'm so sorry if I'm putting you on the spot with my friend right now.
You know what I mean? Like, don't you always want to see them though?
Yeah,
If
yeah, you want to
someone
meet them.
talks
Yeah,
up
yeah,
about
yeah,
someone,
yeah,
you
yeah.
always want to see
You're like,
them.
oh, who's this great
Damn,
person?
I want to see them. I want to see, like, I want to judge them. You know, they can't be that good.
Did it live up to expectations?
Yeah.
Is he exaggerating right now?
Yeah, but that's fun. I do. I am keen to see how it progresses.
Yeah.
Like something new, something interesting in our lives where we haven't done too much.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's yeah, I don't know. Like even with her, she's definitely like I've dated a lot more than her. We'll put it that way.
Not because not because you've dated around. It's just the fact that she hasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
bro. Like,
So-
you need to make that clear.
Yeah, yeah, okay, all right. Just didn't want to expose her, but you exposed her anyway, so I'm sorry, girl.
It's just exposal. Exposing studio.
Exposing studio. We should change our names. Screw Socks On is Exposing Studio.
Hell yeah.
And then
Given how we drop names every so often, it has to
you,
be.
my guy, I'm pretty good with it. And one thing, like, she was really, this was so attractive to me, is she would say, I would make like a joke or something like, I would, like, on our first date, I'll make sure it's so good that even when you decide to go on dates with other guys on Hinge, you'll be disappointed, right? Like stuff like that. So I'm just kind of like joking around, and she'd be like, "Oh, you sound like you're really casual. Do you go on a lot of dates or whatever?"
Backtrack.
I thought it was hilarious, and I was like, "Oh no, because I actually have never been on a Hinge date." Think about it.
True.
I was like, "Oh, lol, jokes." Like, just so you know, I'm just joking. Like, I've never been on a Hinge date, and she was like, "Oh, like, I actually like, it doesn't matter even if you talk to multiple people, but like, I pretty much haven't been using the app since we started talking, because this is when we're talking on Messenger, and like, so I was like, oh wow, like, she is not afraid to show that when we're in deep conversation, like, she wants to just get to know me. She ain't trying to talk to like 60 other people and then trying to like filter alongside each other. And I was like, oh, I really appreciate that.
Makes you feel valued.
Yeah, and at that time, I also felt the same sentiment. I was pretty much like inactive on Hinge anymore. Like once you start talking to someone, that's where your focus is. And then what happened is she lost my train of thought.
You fucking idiot. Holy shit. You're literally mid-sentence. Lost train of thought. You're mid-sentence, Michael. What the fuck are you losing your train of thought for?
Oh, okay. I remember. And then later on, like, as we talk more, like, one of her values is like loyalty. And then like I can really see like a lot of things she says, like that's how she is as well. And I think all of these kind of softer sides of her, like these values that she holds, is so attractive to me. And I felt that all of that was so attractive, even though there was like before I haven't even been on a first date with her. Like I haven't met her yet. Yeah, so I thought, I don't know, that was a lot of good things that I really liked about her character. And yeah, I think that is the most attractive thing. For sure.
Yeah, I mean, what else can you go off of? You haven't even seen her. You have to go off what she says and how she acts, right?
Yeah.
And if you're already liking it, that's a really good sign.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then, yeah.
But we'll see what happens, man.
I'm telling you, you should just pop the question, marriage.
Just next date, just on the knee, will you marry me?
I really liked our 2 weeks. I think we should move it to the next step. Will you marry me? Hold up. Wait a damn minute. It's like, have you seen the meme where it's like there's the steps and it's like each step is labeled and then there's the person that's from the beginning all the way up. That's what we got to do.
Oh, man. Oh, yeah.
I'm keen though. Once you are in the relationship,
Yeah.
I wonder if we give it some time before I meet. Because I think meeting all your friends, like when you meet friends, there's always a conversation to be had. Like too early, because that means when you break up, if you break up, it's harder. Like every time you introduce your girlfriend to a deeper layer, it gets harder and harder to break up.
There's more
Like,
strings attached.
Friends, then family.
Oh.
You know?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like it's it's inherently going to be challenging for myself and her because she works a 9 to 5, and when she's not working from home, she has to wake up early, man. She's got to drive,
And you
find
work a 5 to
parking.
9.
Huh?
You work a 5 to 9. She works a 9 to 5.
Bro, straight up. Not even joking at this point. And so it's like when we talk, when we really get to have, because I don't really like to message her throughout the day because I feel like I'm disturbing her a little bit. You know, she's at work. I've got stuff to do in the day, and I don't want to just kind of keep popping questions and distracting her, and like she just has to respond out of politeness. So I generally, like, we pretty much have radio silence a lot of times. Like recently I maybe sent her like a photo of the sun or whatever because she really likes like outdoors and stuff. But yeah, for the most part, we only message at nighttime. But that means we have limited time because we don't want to drag it on too late because then she won't get enough sleep, literally. Whereas I'm like, I can go as late because I can just like wake up at 12 if I wanted to. But just out of respect for her, like we've got to make sure she gets her sleep and she feels energized, right? So we have so little time to actually talk in the week. And I definitely can't see her in the week, man.
That's true.
I can't see her. No matter how I want it, like, I just cannot see her. So then I've only got weekends left, right? And then weekends, I'm teaching from basically morning to afternoon, 4 p.m. So really, I told her, and this is the shock reality I had, I don't think I'll ever see her in daylight. Bro, like, think about this. I don't think I'll see her with daylight. It's going to always have to be a Saturday or Sunday night. That's crazy, man. Like, that's so...
Hey, students, you hearing this?
Oh, like,
This
man,
is a struggle
guys.
you give my man. Just disroll. Like, this ungrateful piece of shit. Just on a roll, honestly.
Just close down the business or fuck it.
Fuck it. Yeah, his tutors, you better start working your asses off. Goddamn. This is the saddest shit I've heard in my life, man. This guy's literally crying right now. Tears in his eyes. I'm never gonna see the girl in life.
Oh, it's crazy, man. And the sad thing is she fucking loves the sun. She literally is so obsessed with the sun. It's crazy. Yeah, she tells
You
me.
can be the sun for her.
Oh
Like,
my, shut the fuck up.
Well, like, you can be the sun. Yeah. When she's like, man, I didn't get to see the sun all day. You're like, shit, I guess you did now.
You're so cringe. You're so cringe.
You gotta be cheesy as
Oh,
fuck.
God. But yeah, it's like, damn, like, I can't see her in a habitat where she is really, really joyful. You know, I don't get to see that. Or I don't get to bring her out during those times, which freaking sucks. But
What's okay? Like, hopefully, I mean, it's always like everything in life changes, like context from literally day on day.
yeah.
It's just the truth for now, you know?
Yeah, you know, things could change. But I just feel bad that that's what because of my abnormal situation, right? If I was just some freaking normal dude, got a degree and 9 to 5, whatever, like we got every freaking weeknight to spend together.
She wouldn't even give you a second glance if you were that, bro. You're fucking 5'5". Who's gonna give you a second glance? You know,
6'3", will you
Oh, my bad, my bad.
relax,
Oh shit. 6'3".
6'3".
My bad.
The crazy thing is we talked about stability though. And this is when, holy shit, bro. This is when I think for the first time I really felt what you were feeling.
Like the stability is an issue.
Yeah, holy crap. Like, I was like, like honest, you know, like, what does it look like? What do you want from like a man to take care of you, in a relationship and like financially? Like, do you care about that? Do you care about what work they do? A certain amount of money that they make every year? And she was like, oh, look, I honestly haven't thought about it, but I just want this person to be able to give me stability. And I was like, okay, yeah, fair. What does stability mean? And she was like, like just a job with a stable income. Probably they have a degree. And I'm just
Everything you're not.
I'm like,
You know, as the knife just twist. And
it's
you're
just like, psh, no degree.
if you jab you a little bit blood. Yeah. What else? Tell me what else I'm lacking in.
And I was like, oh my God. And I straight up told her, I was like, shit, I feel bad right now. I said, shit, I feel bad because I don't think I can give you your definition of stability. I'm confident I can give her a new stability that she hasn't thought of before. But and she said, like, she understands it's like, it's not the only way to get stability, but she says very honestly, that's how she sees it at the moment because that's how she's grown up. You know, that's what her parents have taught her. I'm like, holy shit. That's what feels bad.
Dude, a truth isn't a truth just because... Sometimes a truth isn't a truth because of it is just generally true. Truth is a truth because enough people believe it.
Yeah.
That's how it is, you know?
Yeah, that's true. And so I was like, dang, this is what Justin talks about, you know? Because I couldn't... Like, I try to relate, but it is hard, right? Until someone you care about and they're talking about what makes them feel secure and stable, and you realize, shit, I can't provide that for you. I can't provide that for you.
Exactly. Because my main one is like parents and Jezri.
Yeah.
My parents are like this. Your parents aren't like that.
No.
And then your partner has never really... You haven't cared enough to
No.
ask. And now it finally comes a time where it might matter.
Yeah.
Like, shit, like, holy crap.
Dang. Yeah.
Time to go back to you.
Fuck the kids. Sorry, I ain't got no time to tutor, bro. I gotta get a degree to keep my girl around.
It is what it is.
Sorry, guys, you work it out yourself. But what I did tell her, I did tell her is like, I'm excited to over time let you see what my life looks like. I'm excited to show you how I might be able to provide in a way that just you not used to seeing. So I guess I'm excited in that way to not surprise her, but to be able to give her a smile when she realizes like just because of what I do, it doesn't mean it's like unstable. It doesn't mean I can't provide, but you know, over time.
That's the only way to do it.
Yeah.
You know,
But you know, we're still talking, so we're good so far.
Yeah, I already know. If it was like, oh yeah, can't do that, radio silence,
Oh,
it's GG. You
my-
already know. I know you'd go back to uni. Next day.
Justin, what degree did you say you're doing? Let's do it together.
The funny thing is, you could actually go back to uni to do your degree, I think.
I
could still.
honestly don't know if they've kicked me out by
No,
now.
I think because we left around the same time,
Yeah.
and I still could, I think you could still.
Right.
Yeah.
Shit.
They would have just put you on a leave of absence.
Yeah.
So funny because we'd have like one of the same degree.
Yeah.
Literally, we'd both be doing comp sci.
Yeah.
Just you'd be doing commerce, I do maths.
Yeah.
That sounds really
study.
good to me.
All right, how do I enroll? Yeah.
Would you ever,
Uh-huh.
like, let's say double degrees too much, but would you ever just do like a commerce or a comp sci just for like
The shits and
degree?
giggles. Oh, just to get the degree?
Yeah. Because the paper, you know, it sounds stupid. Like, oh, the fuck does the paper do? But like, realistically, in that definition of stability, why is a degree more stable? It literally isn't.
Right, yeah.
You know, the degree is many parts of something that gives you a job.
Yeah.
Just the paper doesn't, but most people attribute stability to
So
this
much
paper.
weight to that.
You see what I mean?
No, man, I don't think I would, to be honest. I wouldn't do it. I almost take pride that I don't have a degree at this point. Like, it's, okay, that sounds arrogant as fuck. Okay.
You are arrogant.
Oh,
piece
yeah.
of
All right,
shit.
you know what? I'll take it, whatever. Like, no, I wouldn't do it because the reason I'll do it is what? So I can have that to prove that, to give them the sense of stability. But what I want to do is I want to wow them so fucking much that they never ever think about, like, the degree. Like, I did that to my mom pretty much. My mom, every now and then before, she doesn't do it now. Before she didn't cast, like, so when are you going to go back and finish your degree? And I'm telling her about all the exciting stuff I'm doing. And she's like, yeah, sweet. And when are you going to go back and study and finish? Because that's important, you know, like at the end of the day, you need a degree to get a job. And I'm like, Mom, but I don't need a job. I give jobs to people. That's my goal. You know what I mean? But I think like the reality is I want to be able to just give her so much confidence in who I am and what I do that she would not exactly feel insecure that like me as her partner likes the degree. That's my goal. I want to slowly invite her to that type of way of thinking. But reality is like, look, if I'm able to bring in income and provide, why does it matter? Why does it matter?
See? I don't know. Brother, I wish I could tell you. I wish I could tell you. That's an answer someone better than I have to provide. I can't.
You
give
know what?
an
We're going to
answer.
need to bring a lady on and really, really talk to them about that and see how they feel, you know? See how they feel.
Sure.
It's like, think about Kurt. His mum at the beginning, I heard the story was like, or his wife was like, the hell you... No, I think it was his mum, parents. The hell you running a
Probably
maths
his
tutoring center for? He was said, I'll tell you what it's for. Term later, just like slaps cash in front of their face, like, this is what it's for, man. And they shut up, you know? Nothing to say. I'm not saying I'm going to do that at all, but I'm just saying, like, the reality is if you can show and prove that whatever you're doing, although it's not exactly the same as the usual, it's working, then hopefully that's convincing enough.
Hopefully.
Yeah. But damn, I didn't know it would. I didn't know my lack of a degree and a lack of a 9 to 5 actually will be something that could potentially be harmful for my partner. Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Freaking hell.
Dude, this was a fucking sappy ass fucking talking about relationships. That shit's so cringe. Whatever, dude. Well, thanks for listening. I think we're going to finish up here.
Yep.
Just, don't you love when two fucking idiots talk about their partners or like prospective partners? It brings a tear to my eye.
I'm sure they love it. Sure they love it. For all the single males out there, I'm still with you for now. But not for long, bitches.
You're such a fucking imposter, dude. That's an Among Us imposter moment.
All right. You guys have a great week. Take it easy.
Bye-bye.
Bye.